How's it going, everybody? Welcome back tonight. I want to say first, thanks everybody for being here already. You guys are awesome, so thank you for that. We are really close to 90,000 subscribers. I was kind of hoping we'd make it today, but we'll see how that ends up working out. Only about 500 to go. I've got the little monitor on screen here, so we can kind of see if it makes it or not. Hopefully it will. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal, but hopefully it will. We'll see kind of how that ends up going. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Let's kind of go ahead and see who's already in the chat here. Obviously, I know Rev's here because Rev is always here. He's a moderator. He better be here. But yeah, no, thanks for being here, Rev. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the TH stream. Be sure to like, sub, hit the notification button. I agree. You should do all of those things. Those things really super help out the channel a lot. All right. So Aether, how's it going? Member for 8 months. Poggers, 8 months. Yeah. Is it really 8 months? I just updated it to 7 in my, I thought I just updated it to 7 in my most recent video. I don't know. I'd have to check. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it was at 7 on there. But I mean, it says that it's 8. Oh wait, that's why, because it's Sealy, not Adventurers Guild. That's why I figured out. Okay, never mind. I figured it out. Anyways, so let me get this timer off the screen. Just realizing that's still sitting there. Sorry. Anyways. Yeah, let's see who else is here. Rhapsado666, how's it going? Oreo Foxy, interesting name. Welcome. Root, how's it going? Welcome. Another mod. Zach, welcome back. How's it going? Let's see. Anyways, I should try to get into with everything here. Let's see, TH with the slow end credit updates. I don't know about slow. I do it once a month, though. Like, I try not to do it too much. Like, if there's things to change, usually I change it at the beginning of the month, and then any other releases for the rest of the month, it will be the same. Because if I were to make, changes to those regularly, it takes a lot of time. Honestly, it does. It's like little things that would add up to delaying releases, and of all the things to delay a release for, like, it just, I don't know, like, it takes a lot of time. So usually I do it once a month. Anyways, hopefully everybody that's here already watched my newest video, and if so, thank you. I really, that was a video I've been sitting on. It wasn't completed, but like, it was an idea that I've been sitting on for quite a while, pretty much since the beginning of September. So what, 5-6 weeks now. I've been sitting on that idea, and then I started it a few weeks ago, and it took a lot of time to get through it, and I'm so pleased with how it came out. So hopefully you guys have already watched that theory. If not, you should go check it out at some point tonight or tomorrow. Watch it, please. It really helps out the channel. Make sure to hit it with a like. Yeah, that was a huge one. That theory was it was a big one for me. Like, I've been kind of tracking the idea of dark elements in Genshin Impact for a long time, so I was really curious to kind of see how all that would press together, and the more I worked on it, the more it made sense. Which, when you're writing a theory, that's what you want. You want it to make sense. You want to believe it yourself when you're writing it. I don't want to just write something that's compelling that hopefully you guys believe it, then I don't buy it. That doesn't make sense. So usually when I'm writing it, I want to make sure that I believe it myself. Tangy Tomato, welcome to the Sealies, and thank you. But yeah, usually I want to believe it myself, and so like, that's pretty important, right? Like, if I'm writing a theory, like, it makes sense if it's part of my headcanon. So this one, I mean, I always pretty much believe my theories. I really do, because, like, if I don't, then I don't want to release it. It's not adequate to me. Like, there's something that it needs. And usually, like, that'll make the difference between a theory that I'll go ahead and finalize into an actual video, and one that I'll never really get to that step with. But with that said, this one, like, I really feel like this is what's going on, and it's kind of poetic, really. Like, if you guys watched it, you know, I kind of, we know that our traveler had the ambitions of Inazuma, trusted to him, and that's what allowed him to overcome you know, A's advantage as an Archon. That's what allowed him to actually beat her in the final duel in the plane of Euthymia. So with that said, because of those ambitions, I'm now wondering, like, it kind of all came from this idea, like, well, holy hell, what if that happened to Lamine? What if that's what gave her the dark powers? Because he's clearly using, you know, a power that's not his. It's manifest in a yellow light. Like, there's so much going on there. And while writing this theory, I ended up having, like, epiphanies for, like, 2 or 3 other theories where I'm kind of like, oh, I can kind of pull on these threads and figure out, like, okay, I think I might know what's going on. So kind of stay tuned for those two. Like, I've got, I think I have a pretty well-formed idea of what Lamine and the Abyssal Order might be doing with the statues of the Seven, but I kind of have to see, you know, like, because they were empowering that one Animo statue of the Seven that had disappeared like hundreds of years ago or something like that, or 50 years ago. And they had that dark power being held within it. So I think I might have figured out what's going on there. But I've got to kind of start working on writing it. But that's actually not what my next video is going to be. My next video is going to be another Origins video. Specifically, it will be Archon Origins A. So that'll be my next video. And I actually have a giveaway that I'm going to be working on with that. And so I'll go ahead and tell you guys that I'm here. I actually recently met a really wonderful artist at DragonCon, and their work is it's really unique, guys. It really is. And they've made some really unique, amazing Genshin art that I really just wanted to share with you guys. It's more of like a partnership situation. So it's not like something like I'm going to be making any money from. I just want people to see their art. So I will be preparing a video this week to show you guys some of that art, and then there will be a giveaway coupled with the Origins of A video. I'll be talking more about that in the video that I'm preparing this week, because it will, like, she shipped me over this stuff, so I will be unboxing it and talking about my experience of when I saw it and why I loved it so much, and then kind of talking about what will unlock said giveaway with the Origins, with the Archon Origins A video. So I've got a lot coming up with that. And then before I get into the Spiral Abyss, I kind of have recently had a epiphany kind of moment. And, you know, so I want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching my streams here on YouTube for the last year, or a year and a half. Yeah, it's a little over a year, I guess. So for the past year, I've been streaming pretty much just here on YouTube. But I am going to be swapping my stream platform to Twitch in the near future. I haven't fully solidified a schedule. Keep in mind, I do work full-time in addition to making content for YouTube. So my mainline videos won't be going anywhere. I'm still trying to make 4 to 5 videos a month. That's usually my goal. If I can do more than that, amazing, but that doesn't always work out for me. But that's still the goal. But my streams are going to be pushing over to Twitch in the near future. I'm hoping maybe by next week. The channel is already created. I think it's Twitch TV or something. Hold on, let me look at the link. But the channel's already created. It's yeah, Twitch TV/Teyvat Historia. It's already there. So if you guys want to go over there and subscribe, if you guys are you know, if you guys use Twitch, please go over there and subscribe. I'm gonna be, like I said, pushing all my streams over there probably within the next week or two. So that's gonna be where all that's gonna shift. I know that at least initially, I think they have like restricted bit rates or something early on, so the more subscribers I get earlier in the process, the better bandwidth I'm going to get to for my streams. So the quicker we get all that up and running, the quicker you know, I'll be able to basically hit the ground running with that. So if you guys are on Twitch, please head over twitch.tv/Teyvat Historia and subscribe over there too, because that's where my streams are going to be happening, probably starting next week. Anyways, so let's get into a little bit of the chat here for just a minute before I get into the actual Spiral Abyss run. Do I think the statue was replaced, or that there will be an area in Mondstadt with no statue? I think the statue was replaced, Soren. I really do. But we don't know right now. Like, the thing that makes me think that it was replaced is that there's no locations around Mondstadt right now that kind of look like they should have had a statue of the Seven, you know, located anywhere within the grounds there. So either that or there's an area of Mondstadt that hasn't been unlocked yet. But I can't even really think of where that might happen. Maybe up here to the north or something. Like, there is a bit of expansion to the north, and this is all part of a connected continent that you can't walk through. So maybe to the north. Maybe it could be like a northern Mondstadt kind of thing, but I don't know. Like, this could also be part of Sumeru territory, although I think that's supposed to be more like over here to the west. So we'll kind of see how all that pushes out and how that ends up working out. But I kind of think it was replaced. Speculative though. I mean, like all things, that's, you know, I can only speculate, but I would feel like it was replaced, unless this area to the north ends up being you know, something that opens up additional ground space for us in Mondstadt. Okay, Aether says, well, looks like it's going to eventually be time to Twitch sub to Sag. Yeah, well, it's time, you know. It's just one of those things, like, I've been putting off for so long, and I don't really have a good reason for why I've been putting it off, honestly. Like, the only thing that, you know, as far as streaming is concerned, that concerns me is just making sure I have enough time to continue to create you know, lore videos, theories, detail videos, things you might have missed, that kind of stuff, even occasional shorts or book videos. I want to make sure that I still have enough time to keep up my normal 4 to 5 video month schedule. That's important to me, and that's what you guys all have, you know, subscribed to the channel for. So I don't want to interfere with that, but I do think that I would like to push my stream presence over there. And on top of that, I think that I could actually do really well there. But I'll, you know, I think I may actually stream more frequently over there. Like, I might even try doing like an every day or an every other day thing. Like, again, remember, I work full time, so it's not like I'm going to be there like 8 hours a day. I can't really quite do that yet. But if I get to go full time, which in about a year, I may have the opportunity to go full time. And if I do, then, you know, at which point I may start streaming longer hours every day. So I've got a lot of plans on how I want to build all that up. But, you know, that kind of all starts with you guys. I need, like, if you are members of Twitch already, please go subscribe. Like I said, that's Twitch TV/Tavon if you haven't already. That will really help me out a lot. The hole under the Spiral Abyss portal looks like a statue was lifted from it. You mean, like, in here? Like, oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about at Cape Oath. You know, huh. Let me go take a look at that really quick, just because you brought that up. And I don't know that I've ever actually thought of it like that before, but I'm going to go look at it because you mentioned that. Also, I need to swap my party. I was just doing some testing stuff earlier today, and that's why Diluc is in my party instead of my normal fourth, which is Xiangling, which I'll get into, kind of breaking down what I've been doing with my characters here shortly. Just go ahead and throw this at these guys. Oh, well, those guys all died immediately. Anyways. Oh, wow. Okay. I definitely see what it is that you're talking about. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely had not noticed this before. And now I really want to go to another statue of the Seven really quick and see what their bases look like. So let's do this, a little bit of research here really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the one by the Dawn Winery because that's kind of my go-to anyways, and there's crystal flies there that I can grab. Okay, I mean, there's not really any... Oh, there's no crystal flies because it's raining. I mean, there's not like the base of this one seems very different. Let me go to the one up here by Starfell Lake. It definitely looks like there used to be something there. Let's see if they're different. No, they're all the same. So I don't know. Maybe the base changes based on the level of the statues. I don't remember what the base looked like at the basic level. I might have to do a little added research on that to kind of figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, that's a really interesting insight that I hadn't ever thought of or considered or noticed. So good looking out. That's possibly a massive revelation that I may try to explore in the theory that I was just talking about. So that's actually really interesting. So thanks for pointing that out. Chasm and the 5 in Lua, the new island, and other one in Inazuma, and then maybe that area in Dragonspine and Mondstadt. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of new areas that are going to be coming. TH will have subs. I will have subs. Yes, I will. I'll get there. I will. Andy is scared of open doors. Unfortunately, I don't use Twitch, but you can. You could use Twitch. It's just a matter of making an account. Do you think my little headcanon theory makes sense? I think Scaramouche will eventually use A's Gnosis. He is a puppet like the Shogun, so do you think he will be able to use some big power? Actually, so this is another theory that I'm planning to work on. Your headcanon is basically the same as mine. Okay, so I've got a, cat walking through the stream. So, cat cam. Anyways, so yeah, your headcanon's basically the same as mine. I'm just gonna be straight with you on that. Scaramouche was never given a Gnosis, right? He was a prototype for the Raiden Shogun puppet. He was never intended to be used as, the body of the Archon. That was not the plan. But he was then basically made into a normal human. Because they sealed his powers that he was, designed to have and released him out into the world. But, the Fatui found him and unlocked those abilities. So he has the Gnosis now. Like, Yae Miko gave him that Gnosis to save the Traveler. So what we could be looking at is a situation where he is operating under a desire to live out the birthright that he was never given. He might think that that is his. And it's, there is some documentation that suggests that Scaramouche is not well liked amongst the Harbingers. Like, they don't get along with him, although it does kind of seem like the Harbingers bicker amongst each other anyways. But it does kind of seem like they don't like him. And it's also worth noting that he left Signora for dead. He did. He got the Gnosis, told no one, and left. And then Signora got killed because he didn't tell her that she didn't need to be there anymore. Which might be why Child shows up in 2.2. Like, we know he's coming. We know he's part of the next storyline. That might be why he goes to Inazuma in the first place, right? Because Signora didn't check in. She didn't come back. He might be there to find out why she didn't, ever return to Snezhnaya. There could be a million reasons why. But to me, it would be unusual for Child not to be there for that reason, or at least not to inquire about that. So I really suspect that Scaramouche has his own agenda for the Gnosis. And the reason why we haven't seen the Electro Gnosis during during the 2.0 or 2.1 quest line might be because they're building up to a conflict with Scaramouche where maybe Child or somebody else will actually end up still getting that Gnosis, but will be involved in that process and will actually see it at that time. Maybe he'll be waving it around like, hey, look at what I got. This is my power now, that kind of thing. So I really think that might be where they're going with this. But I've got a whole, like I said, an idea, where all this stuff ties together. And I may, I like I said, I've been kind of thinking about making a video on it, but really, there's not enough time before 2.2 gets here for me to actually do that. And I've got other video projects already lined up. So, also keeping in mind that the next main video that, like I said, I'm doing is Archon Origins A, but I also will be doing a Things You Might Have Missed video for the 2.2 quest line, be it Archon or otherwise. I will be doing a video for that. That will also be on the list of things. And I'll be trying to do that on almost right away. So hopefully I'll already be in a good place by then with the A video, but it'll get sidelined just long enough to put together that video in the meantime. So yeah, you know, depending on what we see Child getting into in the next video will depend on, you know, like that will impact, you know, kind of what I do with this as a theory. If they don't close out that story thread, then yeah, I very well may get into that. So well, let's go ahead and get into the Spiral Abyss here, because I haven't done anything with it this period yet. What do you guys think? Is this one harder than the last one? I know it's still got the whole corrosion mechanic on floor 11. Is it worse, better, the same? I don't really know what to expect. I'm hearing like cat jingles in my headset, but I don't see a cat anywhere. I don't know what's going on here. Kind of looks like it's the same. I feel like I'm going to go Ayaka Party 2, Shogun Party in 1. I'm kind of thinking that's going to be the way to go here. All right. A Crate Doll, name it Nation Destroyer, release it into the wild. What could possibly go wrong, right? Yeah, I mean, she did, it's like Kanikazushi or something like that. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong. But yeah, it does mean Nation Destroyer. Like, oof. Big oof. Child and Inazuma, someone gonna die for sure. I mean, we don't really know what Child's intent is, and you know, the last time we saw him, he was getting along with the Traveler pretty well in his actual story quest. So I don't really know what kind of, like, what state of mind Child's gonna be in when he gets to Inazuma. I find that really interesting. So it could really go any way, though, right? It really could. And we're finally getting Xinyan in a quest. I know she was in the event quest, but that was such a small part. But she was there, so that was nice. They threw us a bone early. But we're definitely going to be seeing her more, which is finally good. All right. Bennett, then Sara. By the way, guys, if you guys have Shogun and Sara, those two are amazing together. They really are. I know a lot of people really aren't talking much about Sara, or maybe they don't really understand how to use her, but she is amazing with Shogun, especially if you have her at C6. I understand that that's a little bit of a tall order, but she's definitely really good. All right, so number 2 is Diona. Where are you? There you are. 3 is Mona, and last is Kazuha. Mod abuse, don't count on another mod, Kenzie. What are you doing, Rev? Don't make me pull the stream over. Okay. It looks like you deleted one of Kenzie's messages, or I don't know what's going on over there. I'm just not gonna pay attention to that for now. Isaac, isn't Kunikazushi the name of a type of cannon, and that cannon is what is known as Nation Destroyer? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of research on it, but I you know, I've just heard everybody saying that that's what it is, so I haven't actually dived into it myself, but it is something that's on the list for additional research. That was also our first time seeing her in something. Yeah, Xinyan, yeah, for sure. C2 Kujo Sara is what you want for her being a support. It's definitely something that you definitely want as a bare minimum. But at that point, you know, which is not that hard to have gotten. I imagine there's probably a lot of people who do have that. Usagi T7 for my Sara C5. Your time will come. You'll get her eventually, I'm sure. Got C6 Sara while wailing for C3 Raiden. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. All right, anyway, so let's get started with the Spiral Abyss run. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be like pulling teeth on this one, but we'll see. Hopefully I'm not going to blow this here, but, you know, time will tell. Effective for the floor. Let's take the elemental skill damage. All right, well, we got a bunch of water enemies. Let me just get in the middle here. Oh, well, it just immediately got smashed by that. And Zhongling pretty much crushed those. Oh, that was a waste. Whatever, he's already dead. Let me go across the room to this other one. He's gone. So Xiangling's damage, as you can see, is like busting out 40Ks. Like, it's getting ridiculous how much damage she's been able to put down for me as of late. Like, the extra building I've been doing, just using the catch on her, is ridiculous. This character is absolutely broken. Like, I was missing out on so much by not using this character for as long as I did. Mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. You know, like, for the longest time, you know, I focused on using other characters because that's kind of what I needed to do for content purposes. But, you know, as soon as I realized, like, how important this character actually was for long-term use, and especially, you know, buffing and everything, it's just, like, it changed everything for me. This character is, like, for one, she's kind of fun to use as a support character because that Pyronado is so good. But oh my god, like, the character is it's just good. And Gyoba leaves an attack buff, which is just another nice aspect of her kit as well. All right, let's go ahead and throw this down and weaken them. Probably didn't need to throw the burst. Hopefully everything will... Okay, well, somebody spawned in the way, so that'll work. Oh, okay, we got this Abyss Mage over here too. All right, all right. I'm gonna go get this guy first. All right, back to Ayakano. I don't even really care that I'm outside the wave. It doesn't really matter. Not enough for me to really be worried about it anyways. All right, cool. Not bad. Easy max stars on the 9-1, but that's not exactly a hard floor anyways. Oh, energy recharge probably for sure. Let's stick with that. Xiangling is unironically one of, if not the best, pyro DPS in the game because of the fact she doesn't have to be on the field. Yeah, you're not wrong. You know, a long time ago, you know, like, I didn't really see much value in the character, at least initially. Nowadays, with the emblem of Severed Fate set and the catch, she's amazing. Just absolutely ridiculous. She was good before, but she's so much better now. It's ridiculous. All right, where are all the enemies? Here they are. All right, let me see if I can get a Bennett burst really quick. That way I can just kind of, you know, piece these guys. Oh, come on, stop with the freezing. I need to do this. That's fine. You guys can have your shields. It doesn't matter. Oh, I did that slightly out of order. It won't matter. They're probably still going to die pretty fast. Yeah. Raiden really doesn't care about the Fatui's shields very much. All right. Well, let me just go ahead and throw this down again. Why not? Yeah, might as well throw this down again since I'm full buffed. That's probably going to miss. It did, but that's all right. I'll just turn around and slice this guy up too. It's cool. Raiden does not care about your shields, Cryo Fatui guy. She does not care. All right. At Tevada Historia. Then there's me waiting for Albedo's rerun to come. Literally got a 4-piece AP set and PJC from current weapon banner. Ugh. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for an Albedo rerun. I've actually got some probably unpopular thoughts about MiHoYo's strategy with rerunning Child again. I know a lot of people aren't happy about that, but I totally get why they're doing it and am glad that they're doing it. I know, like, that sounds probably really dumb, but, like, they know just what, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago-ish, the last banner was the Raiden Shogun. When her banner ended, that period was the most successful banner push they have ever had. And they know most of the free-to-play players wiped it out. If they had rerun multiple characters that people have been asking for, like Hu Tao and Ganyu, or Hu Tao and Albedo, people who were wanting both of those characters would have had to choose. Now, there's already a good chance a lot of free-to-play character players are not going to have the resources that they need to get either. But if they had run both, there would have been so many sad free-to-play players who watched that opportunity, come so close, just 3 weeks away, or three weeks separated from a banner that more than likely flattened their Primo holdings. And here's another character that they really wanted and have been waiting for. Like, I think this was a good idea. You know, and even more so, like, here's Child. Like, he's the one that people didn't want. But for one, Fireworks is a really good team that a lot of people should be able to use if they want to. And there's a lot of people who don't have Child yet. So he is a compelling character to own who is really good. 2, you now have 3 more weeks. If you don't want Child, or if you already have him, because a lot of us who have been playing for a long time do. If you don't have Hu Tao, you've got 3 more weeks to save Primo Gems for her. That gives you more time. I really feel like they chose the Child banner to do everybody a favor. I know a lot of people are mad about it, but like I do my best. And this is probably, you know, my theory crafter brain, but I do my best to not wear jaded lenses when I approach this game from, you know, a mechanical standpoint or from a marketing standpoint. I prefer to, you know, be unbiased, you know, like there are aspects of the game that obviously I don't like. Obviously, you know, gacha is inherently predatory. But you know, and then there's, you know, mechanics in the game that have been broken for a long time that they're not fixing, and they still won't give us a proper pity system for weapons. We have a pity system for weapons, but not a really, it's not as good as the character one. I don't know why they don't just give us the same one. That would be better. I'm gonna run on this tangent forever, guys. I could talk about it forever. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this floor. Let's do this. Just go ahead and hit those guys and run over here. I don't want this archer shooting at me. Forget that guy. And let's go ahead and throw this out. Get everybody all cryoed up. I'm just gonna get at him with Mona, I guess. She does plenty of damage. Not really a big deal. Single target, but, you know, whatever. At least in this situation, she's kind of single target. Roger W subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Those guys are gone. Oh, this guy kicked me out of the circle. Come on, man. It's not okay. All right, that guy's exploded. This one's a little bit slower right now. Let me draw all these guys into the middle. I'm trying not to waste my elemental burst on a floor that just doesn't need me to use it. All right, 9-3. Venti is better than Kazuha on this floor. Here's the thing, Rev. I don't like using Venti with Ayaka. I just don't. Having 2 characters in the same party whose elemental bursts can miss is cancer, and I hate it. I really, really hate it. All right, let's get at this. I actually like Kazuha more than I like Venti in the long run anyways. Get some extra Goba stuff going on here. Alright, I think I got the buff. Let me take this and... Oh yeah, he's gonna die fast. He's already gone. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, I had a feeling he was gonna die. I didn't think he was gonna die. Oh my god, I incinerated that one. Died so fast. My Shogun's so broken. Alright, let's go. These 2. Let's lure him into the center. See if I can freeze him. Alright, they're so... These 2 are screwed. That might have been a waste of the burst, but whatever, that's fine. These 2 shouldn't really pose much of a threat either. Freeze them with Mona so that they can't get away. Here, you know what? Let's just use the Kazuha burst to finish. Nice. There we go. Yeah, those guys, they did not survive long. I'll exit and come back in so I can see what's on the floor again. Some Kujo Sara love in the Abyss. Nice. Yeah, Kujo Sara is an amazing character with Raiden Shogun. And it's one of the reasons why I'm running this party, like, so consistently is, like, nobody talks about Sara. I feel like she is a really underutilized character. I understand you need some constellations to get her running, but if you have them, you should be using her. If you have her at decent constellation and Shogun, they are a match made in heaven. They really are. They are meant to work together, and it's amazing. Somebody's saying show character stats. Yeah, I can show character stats. I'm still, honest to goodness, there are some things about my Shogun's build that I do need to make adjustments to, but it's not in a bad state. It just is not exactly what I would call fully min-maxed. In a Pyro Resonance team, 2989 attack, which is, just shy of 3K attack. How can you complain about that, right? Crit rate that's the thing I'm not happy with, is the 40.4% crit rate. I would like to see it greater than 50, just for the stabilization factor, but honestly, it's worked for me really well anyways, because she attacks so fast. For the love of God, if you put her on the same team with, I think it's like C2 or C3 Jean, where she gives you the attack speed buff, maybe it's C4, I'd have to look at it. It's insane how much she's still critting anyways. So it doesn't really matter. 194.6% crit damage really does make for a lot of damage. And don't buy the hype. You do not need 300% energy recharge on Raiden Shogun. You do not. 230 is more than enough. It is working for me. I with 0 resolve stacks today, fully buffed, had a 320,000 damage burst with 0 resolve. I have not replicated it yet with full resolve. I need to do that. I want to, but I'm suspecting it'll probably be closer to like 400, maybe 500. And that's with my Sara not even being like properly maxed out yet, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So full 4-piece emblem of Severed Fate, and the weapon obviously engulfing lightning. With the artifacts, the pieces I have are crit rate and crit damage where possible. This one has both crit rate and crit damage. This one has a lot of crit damage, not so much on the rate. This one has both. They all pretty much have both. I farmed for a lot on that. As for my goblet, it is attack, because I cannot get an electro one. I would love to have an electro one, but honestly, an electro goblet on its own does not justify swapping if it doesn't have crit rate or crit damage. It just does not. It will not overcome the damage that attack will produce if you have both of those stats at a decent level on the same artifact. Now, 7.8% crit damage isn't unleveled. It didn't hit it at all, but it hit 16.2% energy recharge, which does increase damage on Raiden Shogun when you have both Engulfing Lightning and Emblem of Severed Fate. So using this attack goblet is more effective than than using a bad Electro goblet. So I really have nothing to complain about with this. This build is fine, and as you can see in the Spiral Abyss, it's already going really well. I really don't have any complaints with it. Currently, my Bennett is not even maxed out on his burst yet. It's close. Like, I need one more of these and some money. I'm super broke. I don't have any more. Otherwise, I would probably have already farmed this and finished it off, but he's getting there. He's built using Noblesse Oblige, which is what everybody should be using for Bennett. He's a support. Like, really, you should use Noblesse Oblige. It's really probably your best bet for that. I also have Sara using Noblesse Oblige. Now, I actually could swap this because I'm using her on a team with Bennett all the time, but in the future, I may not be. So I've left her with Noblesse Oblige as well, and honestly her stats aren't even that bad either. 53%, 140 on the energy recharge, which is enough, and crit damage is 181. Like, my Sara stats are even pretty solid, so I really don't have anything to complain about there. Obviously, her buff works like Bennett's does, so you can only increase the bonus of the buff if you have high attack, and the attack is only affected by base attack, which means the weapon is the only thing that will change it. So a 5-star weapon is critical to making the best of your Kujo Sara. So if you have a 5-star bow, it's worth using it on her if you're going to use her as a critical support in your team. So long as you don't have a character like Ganyu or somebody like that, or even if you do, if you have a 5-star bow, if you're not using Ganyu and Sara at the same time, you can just swap the bow if you need to. It will make your Sara better. As for talents, she still has 3 levels of Tengu Storm Call to go. Again, I'm broke and I cannot level it right now. But that shows you how much more room for improvement I still have. Like, this will continue to increase the attack of my characters. I have seen my Raiden Shogun fully buffed get to 5,600 attack. This is ridiculous. This is a crazy amount of attack, and I still have 1 level of Bennett's buff and 3 levels of Sara's buff to go. This team is going to get even more insane the more I put into it. Now, I have my Xiangling, who she has Pyronado at max. Like, that was something I did very intentionally, especially since I have the catch. It's not at max refinement yet. It has 1 to go. I have not been able to get that last one together yet because I'm missing like 7 or 8 of the orange pufferfish. I still need to get those. My world will not spawn them, and I haven't wanted to bug people to let me come steal their fish yet. So, but I'll get there. I'm coming along on it. As for her stats, she is also using Emblem of Severed Fate because this set is absolutely ridiculous on this character. It is god tier on this character if you put the catch on her, which if you're not using the catch on your Raiden Shogun, then you should be using it on Xiangling. So the weapon is, you know, a free-to-play weapon. Anybody can get it. Anybody can max refine it. It's really, really good. It's arguably the best free weapon in the game on the best free character that everybody has. So you should use it. As for her total stats, this is an area where I'm still working on maximizing. However, so right now her crit damage is only 139.4. It's okay. It's not great. I would like to improve it. Her energy recharge is at 240. That's good. I'm actually really pleased with that. Here's the thing, though, about her 38.4% crit rate. The catch is giving me another 12. So she's actually at 50% for her elemental burst, and that's all that matters. So she's actually a lot more stable than it looks, which is fine. She's got a crit damage circlet, but it only added a little bit of crit rate. I'm actually hoping to replace this with one that has more in time. But, you know, you can only do so much. Like, I'm still farming for a lot of characters. This one doesn't even have crit damage. I would love to replace this one to get more crit damage. That would be huge. But, yeah, you know, I only have so many pyro goblets so available to me. This one doesn't have crit damage either. Like, you can see my Xiangling does have points that need to be upgraded. And she's still getting 40,000 damage hits from Pyronado, which is massive. That's a ton of damage. I'm pretty sure if I can properly min-max her and finish my Bennett and Sara buffs, like I'm going to be looking at 50, maybe 55k damage bursts if I can min-max her and get those buffs going. Like, this character is going to be ridiculous, and it's just going to be crazy. I cannot wait to finish it up. So anyways, that's the stats of my team. I didn't really show the stats of Bennett. It doesn't really matter. He has a lot of energy recharge. That's all that really matters on Bennett. HP and energy recharge. HP is really only even if you want healing, which, why wouldn't you want healing? You should want healing. All right, so let's see what we have on this floor. A bunch of hilly churls. Got a couple of bigger ones in the second floor. We got the Fatui. We got the Electro Fatui guys down here. I'm kind of thinking my Ayaka team will be better for round 2. And yeah, Ayaka team for round 2 for sure. We have the Electro. Was he in the first one or the second one? Yeah, Ayaka would definitely be better down here. Now, I'll have my Shogun team against this guy, but it really doesn't matter because I have Bennett, so it should be fine. So Shogun team will go up here again. For the love of God, I wish it would allow us to, this is another one of the quality of life changes. I wish they would allow us to like properly sort these things in a way that's actually useful. Like, these are not good ways to organize these. Like, none of this stuff really, like, you can remove everything, like, but I don't like the way this sorting system works. Like, let us build abyss parties and then quick select them. That would be so much better. I don't know why they don't let us do that. Like, little things, like, just to speed up the process of the more mundane portions of the Spiral Abyss. Please let us do that. That would be amazing. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on this window, I am finally building my Aloy. That's a character I will be trying to showcase in the near future as well. But like I said, I'm still working on it. I did recently rebuild my Ganyu as well. She's much better than she used to be as well. So that's gonna be a nice change too. Why am I? I'm getting stuck here. All right, let's see. It needs to be, yeah, I did have it set up right. All right, and Xiangling, and then over here I need Ayaka, Diona, Mona, Kazuha. All right, let's go. Quick select or quick save them. Either way, honestly, that would be, either way would be fine. I just don't like the way they're set up for default organization right now. It just is not intuitive. All right. And there we go. Might as well take that for the Shogun burst as well. All right. Oh, that wore off right as I went to go use that. Oh, did that guy just get deleted? I think he got deleted, whatever. Let's go over here and get this guy real quick, too. Just die instantly. Knock him out of there. All right. This guy, come on now. Okay, I'm going to need this Bennett burst. Or not Bennett burst, but Jungling burst. So I can get this guy out of my face. Why are you bouncing around? Just die. There we go. All right, fine. That took care of all that goofy Dendro crap all over the place. All right, this guy's driving me crazy now, too. You go away. They both just kind of detonated at the same time. All right, let's go. All right. Go ahead and throw down the Diona burst. Why not? Nice, he got frozen in place. I like it. Let's go ahead and throw down the Mona burst too. Uptick the damage. This guy's getting exploded. Yeah, this level's gonna be over right now, pretty much. Yep, there it is. Cool. So that was quick. On to 10-2. No, Rev, we're not on floor 11 yet. I've been kind of distracted by talking a lot tonight. Hopefully that's not a problem. All right. Zhongling didn't quite get her burst going yet. That's not good. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that had the Sara buff still stuck to it or not. Let me pick up this before I burst. With Shogun. Nice. That guy got exploded. Nope, he tried to hit me in the back. He might have actually still got me a little bit, but whatever, fine. That took 25 seconds. My Shogun team is ridiculous. Who is my favorite character? Reef Myers. So I actually have favorite characters in different categories. If I'm going to pick like my actual like favorite character from a playstyle standpoint, Mona. If I were to mention like my favorite character from a like who do I identify with the most, it would have to be Eula, because like I've kind of been where she is. Like I get that life. I understand it. My favorite character to play with in a party has become Raiden Shogun. Like she just is. Like if it's not obvious from like the way I'm using her in the Spiral Abyss, like I love that character. It's just a lot of fun to play. I know I said Mona's my favorite playstyle, but that's because I've always loved Hydro Mages. Like I've played Hydro Mages in a lot of games for many years, and they're my favorite. They just are. But another thing I've always been kind of a sucker for is like an Electro Sword character, and she kind of is both a Electro Polearm and Sword, so it works for me on a deep level, and I like that character a lot. I really do. So yeah. And then if I were to go strictly by a visual standpoint, then probably Zhongli, because he's just like, he's so freaking boss. I love that character. All right, so let's go. Let's get this one over with. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Mona Burst right away too. And we'll weaken them. Oh, they're gonna get exploded. Yeah, these guys are done. That was a pretty optimal rotation. What was that, like 15 seconds? That one got exploded. My favorite element. Honestly, my favorite element has kind of been a little bit flexible over, since the game came out. And it may not be obvious. Because, like I said I always loved Hydro Mages, but I don't think Hydro is actually my favorite element in this game. I think, like, just from, like, a standpoint of how it's used in this game and how creative you can kind of be with it, I think Geo is my favorite element in the game. I do. Like, it kind of surprised me when I started. I actually was thinking about it not that long ago. Like, geez, I think my favorite element's Geo. Like, I don't know how that happened, but I think it is. All right, let's go. That might have been early. We'll see. Oh, swap. I don't know if I got the swap off. Shouldn't matter. All right, you gotta... He pretty much burned down to his shield form right away. Oh, this guy's still over here. Go ahead and put this down too. I don't know if electro damage will still harm his shield or not. I'm not sure. Now I just need to make sure that I keep my Bennett's... Stop shooting me with that, dude. I'm not too worried about it. I knocked him out of his shield so fast that I'm pretty sure I can still rough this shield up pretty fast. Oh, I don't even really need to use that. I used it already, but I guess I probably could have held it. But it's fine. Yeah, I still cut through that in under a minute, so whatever. Bennett makes that so easy. And then Ayaka pretty much makes short work of this guy too, so it's not really a problem. I'm going to hold Ayaka's burst, though, just to help make sure that it goes fast. And he's still taking a lot of damage in the meantime, so it doesn't really matter. He's going to go into shield form in just a second, and then I should just be able to weaken it and bust him down with Ayaka's burst. So this should be pretty easy. Be frozen. Alright, so long as he doesn't move out of that, which he did not, so this should really mess up his shield. Alright, yeah, he's in trouble. Yeah, these guys, I remember when these heralds were hard to me. And now, they're really not a big deal. Alright, on to floor 11, otherwise known as the painful one. Favorite weapon type? Oh, Catalyst. For sure, Catalyst. You know, like, mages have always been my favorite. So Catalyst is still, like, unquestionably my favorite. That one's an easy one for me. I know I don't use a whole lot of mages in the game, but Mona is still one of my favorite characters, like, in general. She just is. Maybe because I'm Geo Archon on my server, that might have something to do with it. Catalyst or Claymore, I'd say for him. Yeah, I mean, I could see why you'd say both, you know, either or. But yeah, Catalyst, for sure. Alright, so let's see. We got just a bunch of hilly churls. We got a pyro one over here, so that kind of makes me want Ayaka in that team. Usually I send Ayaka to wherever Megu Kenki is, but he's not on this floor. I guess he's on 12. We got the Geo Vishap over here. Freezing the Geo Vishaps is nice. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to stick with the same. I don't think I have to change anything. I think I can keep it arranged the way it's been. And it should be fine. Yeah, well, I've got the Kiragi Fiery Mike guy. Might be kind of fun to throw my Shogun team at him. But I think Shogun will probably eat the Geo Vishap as well. Although the Pyro Slimes probably will die a little slower. So it really depends. I think I'm just going to leave it the same way it's been. I don't see, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like, I don't see a reason to change it, so I'm just not going to change it for now. If it goes badly, I'll change it. But right now, I'm going to leave it the way it is. Diona, Mona, Kazuha. All right. Okay, YouTube GJ, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a little while. I mean, I honestly, I haven't been streaming that much for a little while because I've been so busy. You know, I had the con. I've got a lot of craft project stuff that I'm working on for the con for next year. I'm going to be making a whole new channel dedicated to craft projects as well. So, like, all the cosplay stuff. I make specifically props. My wife makes the costumes, but I make the props and armors and stuff for those. So she and I are actually going to be working, you know, in a team on that because we've been a team for years now anyways. So that's going to be kind of our deal. Oh, did I put Zhao on my team too? Oh, no. Well, that is unfortunate. Well, I built my Zhao, so let's see what happens. I mean, let's just see what happens. If I messed it up, it is what it is. And if I have to change it, I have to change it. That was 100% a mistake. That was supposed to be Kazuha. All right, I'm gonna drink a little caffeine before floor 11. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna die. The corrosion is so mean. This is just a messed up. Oh my God! Stop with this. Pop. There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. Well, they haven't done much damage to me yet, but I kind of stay around the vicinity of my Bennett burst as much as I can, so it's usually not that big a deal. I did that out of order. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It'll be fine. Need to get back in that. There we go. Okay. These characters are all getting a little roughed up. My Shogun's actually surprisingly the healthiest right now. One enemy to go. All right, so I took a lot of damage. I'm gonna have to definitely rotate a little bit to get healed up in the next one. Bang is not sponsoring TH, so drink a Monster instead. Honestly, I probably should have drank a Monster tonight because it's about half as much caffeine. All right, let's go. See how this team handles this. Useless. Let's go. Ow. I'm gonna have to throw this burst, I think, that Diona burst, just to make sure I get some heals going. Because Diona's not traditionally the best healer for this floor, and I want to say I might have had to use Chi-Chi last time, but I'm not positive. I don't remember for sure. Yeah, you go, Zhao. You know what? Let's go. So, yeah, I've been building my Zhao. He's actually usable now, so that's pretty cool. I need to swap before he dies. He's yelling at people, telling them to prepare to die, but he's about to die. Oh, I don't like that. Nope. Ah, I knew it. All right, so let's leave for now. I'm going to rebuild that party, I think. That's going to be a problem. All right, so let's go back. I knew that was going to happen. I just, as soon as I found out that you guys told me that I hit Zhao instead, I was like, it's probably going to go bad. But also, maybe it would have been fine if I had a healer, but since I didn't really have that. Honestly, I think I might have used Jean instead of Bennett last time here. You know, I'm going to do that. I am. I'm going to keep Sarah because Sarah is amazing with Shogun, so I'm not going to change that. I'm going to also keep Chi-Chi as my healer for the second team. I could throw Kokomi because she buffs, but she won't really provide much for healing for me because she's not built yet. I do need to build her. I've been... Oh, not Bennett. I just haven't gotten her there yet. But my Chi-Chi's built. She's ready to go, so I'll use her. And this time I picked Kazuha, not Zhao. All right, so floor 11, take 2. This time I, rebuilt my teams to actually fit this thing. Let me get these particles. All right. Oh, I did that out of order. Here we go. There we go. And that guy's probably dead. Oh, no, didn't need it. Okay, cool. Whatever. Somebody asked what floor I'm on floor 11. Just starting floor 11, actually. All right, let's go ahead and get some heals down for everybody. Cool. Nice, that'll work. I got another... I think that's charged. Nice, there we go. Cool. Those guys are all pretty much busted up. Let's go over here and get them now. Charge up Jean's burst a little bit. There we go. Get everybody back to healthy again. Well, those guys died instantly. And so will these guys pretty much. Yeah, they're pretty much gone. Hey, you can get away from me. Okay, I can just do some free swings with Jean for a second here to make sure that everybody stays healthy. And they're gone. Okay, cool. So I finished that one pretty much with full health. So that helps out a lot with that. All right. So I should be in a lot better shape this time because I actually have healers on my team. So that's good. I ended up on top of that. That is not what I was trying to do. It's fine. Okay, come on, no. All right, he died instantly, so that works. Just go ahead and take some swings of free heals here. There we go. Here, let's get everybody together over here. By the way, some of you guys who are regulars to the stream may have noticed that I changed some of my my chat and other tracking features on there. So if you guys like that stuff, let me know. If you think the other one was better, want to hear about that too. Oh, my Mona almost died there. That was a little close. I'm gonna have to swap that and go to Chi-Chi now. Make sure everybody's a little bit more healthy here. The good thing about Chi-Chi is that she is a absolutely ridiculous, insane healer, so that's just fine. She filled up my whole team really fast. I still have 5 more enemies to go. They're pretty much all on screen now. Got 30 seconds to kill them. I think it'll be fine. Oh my god. This Dendro guy, he's killing me right now. Alright, fine. I gotta get something going on my, Here, have an Ayaka ult, because you're killing me right now, guy. You're killing me right now. Oh, he dodged out of it. Come on! Alright, cool. So Mona got some heals. I'll probably be fine now. Alright, this is definitely going a little slower than I would have liked, but it came together. And I still maxed it, so let's go. Alright, attack 20 probably. Yeah, let's go attack 20. Alright. Gonna let those particles hit. And take the burst from Sara into a burst with Shogun. And I can come over here and kill that guy instantly. Hopefully I'll have... Yeah, Shogun's burst is almost always up on cooldown anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Get that attack speed buff back. Alright, I got that back too. And we'll keep that going. Here, you go over there. I want everybody close to each other. Nice, okay. Let's go. This guy's in trouble. Definitely good to focus on the Fatui gunners when you can. Yeah, he's over here. Let's go ahead and take him down right away. Get an attack speed buff. Alright, this guy's gonna be annoying, I can tell. Die, dude. Alright, cool, he's gone. And the rest of these enemies over here, I could use an extra elemental burst on it, but I don't think I need to. Yeah, that would have been a waste. I'm glad I saved it. Because now I'll have it for the next floor. This guy can get out of here. Here, give me that buff. There we go. Alright. It's Canadian Thanksgiving? I didn't know that. It shows what we know in the US. They don't teach us anything. Alright. We go ahead and make them weak to that. And make sure that Mona's got some health here really quick before I get into Ayaka for some more damage application. There we go. More Kazuha damage. This is another character who, like, is not actually optimally built, but he's so good it doesn't even matter. My Kazuha is still really good, even with a suboptimal build, and it's just ridiculous how good that character is. And he was a character that I almost didn't build. Like, you know, like, I was already at the point where I was like, I need to get all characters for lore purposes, but I almost didn't build him. I really didn't. I almost didn't build him, and then I started hearing, you know, like the day after I rolled for him that he was really good, and I was like, all right, let's see what everybody's talking about. Whoa, that was a little close. All right, how many enemies I got left? 6. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Might have wanted to use that extra elemental burst on the Shogun after all, huh? I might not make this. Come on, die. All right, come on. Let's go. We got no time. We got no time. We gotta go. Maybe. Come on. Don't you dare dodge out of that. Oh, he dodged out of it. Oh, you piece of garbage. I can't believe he dodged out of that. You suck. That pretty much blew it for me, didn't it? Let's just do retry. That's the worst. If he hadn't have dodged out of that, I definitely would have had it right there. Let's just redo it then. Let me make sure I throw down the Goba too. If you're using Xiangling and you have her high enough constellation, I imagine a lot of people do. If you have her high enough constellation to have Goba, you should throw it down for that extra buff. It's really useful. Don't underestimate how useful that can be to you. Xiangling's buff's gonna be up again, or burst rather. I used the wrong word. You go over there. Nope, doesn't even need you to go over there anymore. You're just dead. All right. These guys. All right, I'll take that buff. And this guy will be dead pretty fast. Cool. I need to end this within the next 45 seconds if I want to have a pretty balanced run, but really, I would like it to be over faster, if I can, just to give my other team more time. Alright, come on. Let's go. Let's see if I can lure these guys together a little bit more. Oh, he ruined that. I really don't appreciate that. That sucks. Fine. I'm just gonna have to blow it out now. Last time I didn't use all these extra bursts, but they're kind of making me run out of time here, and I need to save some for the next run. So let's go. What? Where's the last one? Oh, he just didn't die. All right. Well, I still ended up chasing it down, so that's good. All right. Back on this. Get everybody frozen right away. Make sure Mona's got some heals going. And throw down the Kazuha burst. See if I can round them all up a little bit more. Mona burst time. Alright, let's throw this at this guy while he's frozen and can't get out of it. Nice, that'll speed that up nicely. Get out of here, dude. Another test subject, guys. Alright, I'm gonna need to do a little more healing again. But if I can get them all pretty much frozen in here, that'll help out a lot too. Use Chi-Chi's burst too. That way I can just swap to Mona, make sure she's full. Swap to Kazuha. Alright, dude, you gotta die. Don't you dare heal yourself. There we go. Alright. Alright, let's kind of reset here. Oh, come on! You're killing me right now. Ugh. This guy dodged out of Ayaka's burst again, which is probably going to ruin it for me again. Where'd he go? 14. No, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. There we go. That was better. So long as he doesn't dodge out of Ayaka's burst, it's not a big problem. All right. Burst 20 for sure. Warpaint Unicorn says, my new favorite team is the firefighter one. Kazuha, Bennett, Xiangling, and either Tartaglia or Ayaka. Tartaglia does more vaporized damage than Melt Ayaka, but Ayaka does more damage, period. Yeah, that's definitely true. I know some people don't really like Mona and Ayaka's dash, but I don't really I've never had a problem with it, honestly. It's one of the the best words I can use to describe their dash is that it's an acquired taste. It's definitely not something that it's not natural to use when you're used to the regular dodge of all the other characters. So you know, I can see why people don't like it, but you know. All right, let's go. Let's see if I can draw these guys together a little bit. And buff time. You know what? I'm gonna need to go ahead and Gene Burst just to keep everybody's health up. Oh, those guys exploded. All of them just died instantly on that side. Oh wait, no they didn't. It looked like they died. Oh, whoa! I wasn't paying attention. Retry. I wasn't paying attention to the health. It looked like they died, but I guess maybe they teleported to the other side. I'm not even really sure what that was about. Let's try this again. All right, come on, round up. All right, there we go. Let's get that. Oh God, ow. All right, so now everybody's healed. I don't think they'll get out of it that time. No, they did not. All right. Oh yeah, she'll die pretty fast, I think. So long as she stops teleporting out of my attacks, which is really obnoxious. Oh, I didn't add the extra buff. Where did she go? There she is. I'm just gonna heal here because I need to. Oh my God, I cannot kill this one. Die! What is wrong with you? Die! That took way too long. I hate how squirrely those things are. They're the worst. All right, come on now. I'm getting stuck on these enemies. Just really super irritating. All right, you're gone. Jean, no, come on. It ticked away while she was standing up, so I couldn't even burst for her. Oh, God. That was the worst. All right, let's try again. I'm just gonna throw this guy immediately. I don't even care. That was definitely a mistake. Hang on. I should not have done that. All right, that was a mistake. When I can round them up intentionally with Jean, that's just a mistake. All right, let's go. You guys go over there. Oh, one of them didn't even throw. Come on. Did the burst not go off? What happened there? I don't know what that was. Whatever. I really hate how these things just teleport out of everything. It's so obnoxious. I'll use that burst too while I'm at it. Get over here. You know what? I don't do this enough. Go for a little flight that does a lot of damage to them. All right, so that was definitely faster with those three than the first time, that's for sure. Oh, come on! I am struggling on the last part of floor 11 at the moment. All right, it's fine. Let's go. All right, round them up again. You know what? I'm going to throw it on the Gene Burst, too. Just heal up everybody. Please don't dodge this. All right, that's mostly... Oh, that one died instantly. Good. The Electro one... Oh, did she not die? No, she didn't. I thought she died. It was the Cryo one that died. It's fine. Nice. I got the Xiangling Burst coming back again. I'm going to hold it for a minute. This one to be dead. Will you just die? God dang, man. All right. That was a mistake. All right, we're fine. Let's fire this off really quick. I'm trying to just lure them into me a little bit here. Oh, they made me mess it up. All right, fine, whatever. Just kill them. I'm trying to be extra about it, and I'm just getting myself, like, you know, taking free damage. Like, I gotta not be doing that stuff. It's not necessary. Alright, so everybody's buffed again. I can press. That one will die. Now there's just her. Don't move. Don't you? Ah, I knew she was gonna move as soon as I pressed into her. It's fine, whatever. She'll die fast. Alright. So that was a little annoying, but there we go. Alright. Alright, I probably didn't need to throw the Chi-Chi Burst, but you know what? You live once. Let's go. Hopefully that will throw in the right direction. I'm not sure. It did. Okay, good. Alright, the big one's dead. Now I've got the second big one. I don't know if that's really going to do what I wanted it to do. It's fine. Oh. This is getting a little weird. Don't like that. Here, let's use this. Nice. That actually did fire off the element I wanted it to. Works for me. Nice. All right. Just this enemy left now, and I don't even need a burst to finish him. I'll take it. All right. Cool. 411's done. Full stars. Struggled a little bit on the first half of floor 3, but that's fine. All right. Faxor says, out of all Genshin characters, who's my most favorite? It's Mona. It's always been Mona. For a lot of reasons. All right. Let's see. So right now, still looking like Shogun team in the first half. I don't know. I don't remember what I did it with last time, although we have Mirror Maiden in the second, which kind of makes me want to throw my Ayaka team into it. My Ayaka team's pretty decent at Megu Kenki. Perpetual Array usually dies faster with my Shogun team. So, yeah, I'm going to put Ayaka team in the first round this time. I'm going to go back to my normal build for it this time. Bennett, Sara, And why am I this is why I wish it would allow us to just like auto build. Like, there she is. Okay. Or like I wish it would remember your teams from the last one or something. That would be amazing. All right. Elemental skill damage 20. That'll work for me. All right. Let's just throw that down then. Yeah, why not? Just get the first bursts off right away. All right. And get the extra Kazuha burst in too. Nice. All right. This first group will be down pretty fast. It's not bad. New group. You know what? Let's use the Diona burst while I'm at it. And now that they're all stuck with that, I can also do this and we'll get a lot of damage down. Oh yeah, these guys are in trouble. Alright, yeah, this floor is pretty much over now. Nice. Okay, not bad. Cool. All right, that wasn't too bad. All right. Let's see if I can throw this down properly. Nice. All right. That boss died instantly. Works for me. Something that a lot of people do seem to forget about Shogun is if you swap to another character's elemental burst right after hers ends, they do more damage. So that's also another interesting way to burst your, boost your damage on your Xiangling and other characters, is to follow that up properly. I was still in Bennett's circle when it started. I don't know if it kept that way, but we'll see. Nope, gotta switch. And we'll just cycle off a few bursts. Let's get this one down really quick. Probably didn't need it, but we'll use it anyway. Gave me an opportunity to heal up everyone. Oh, this guy is just floating over here being annoying. I feel like... Oh yeah, I got a whole minute left. I'll be fine. I always forget to dodge before they explode. I stay hyper-focused and then just eat that explosion. Madison, I gotta go do some schoolwork. Yeah, take off, do what you gotta do. Let's go. All right. Megu Kenki time. Okay, I'm glad I didn't throw something more important there. I almost blew that.
Let me scry.
I'm gonna throw the first burst now, just see if I can kind of bring his health down a little bit sooner. Get him into the second phase all the quicker. All right, you can not do that. That would be nice. Come on. There we go. God, I hate that he just sits there absorbing damage at first. That's so obnoxious. There we go. Okay, he didn't leave. Good. No, he did. Ah, God. I tried to get the shield off before that happened. It did not work. Come on, take those particles. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, I think that missed. Yeah, that missed. That's really annoying. He dodged out of that one. Alright, it's alright. So long as he stays right here, we're good. Oh yeah, it's a lot of damage. Need that Diona burst to come off. Where'd he go? There he is. I wish this would go a little quicker. Come on. Megu Kenki's so annoying. Don't you dare dodge out of this, dude. What did I just say? Alright, it's all good. We're still in in Diona's burst. Hopefully I didn't miss. I didn't. Good. That should probably about do it right there. I'm gonna have under a minute for the next one, which is Not ideal. God, he just would not give up on that last little bit of health, wouldn't he? All right. Let's go. There's only 2 enemies, and they're not exactly the most deadly of enemies. Ah, she bounced over it. God. Might have to redo this floor. Ah, of course she dodges out of that. And the other enemy's still on the other side of the room. It'll just depend on if I can take care of it quickly or not. I might be able to. We'll see. Yeah, I might actually still be able to get through this one quick enough. Of course, it gets its damn shield immediately back, but it's fine. Oh, she's gonna die. Yeah. Okay. I still made back on that one. The second one's easy enough to where it's not a big deal. That did the trick. All right, so let's go. I definitely need to get Diona some health. All right, let's see if I can get the Kazuha burst going for some easy damage on these two. Oh, I blew that. Gotta get off this character. Oh, there we go. Really won't matter so much if I just kill these. All right, yeah, they're gone. Nope, he tried to jump on my face. All right, so those two weren't too bad. Just need to play it cool here with the array. All right. Ugh, I let that one land right on me. All right, come on, let's get that going. All right, decent damage. Oh, I keep not hitting that thing. Ah, the hitbox, like where you run through those chili peppers, is not big enough. Yeah, you can get out of here with that garbage. All right, come on, need the burst. Let's go. Throw this back down before I swap. Nope, let's not be doing that. He's taking a lot of damage, but yeah, we're going into the next phase here. I still got a lot of time. Oh, I didn't see which one was glowing. It's this one. All right. At least I think it was this one. Nope, it's that one. I ran to the wrong one. I always do that. All right, I should get the... Yep, there it is. Oh, nice. I actually kind of like how this worked out position-wise, because it's really close to the main array, which allows me to get right back into killing it again. Nice. That'll allow me to round this one up pretty fast. Nice. Well, there we go. And that's it. I do believe that's 36. I only struggled a little bit on the 11th floor, but it wasn't too bad. I'll take it. Ever since, I will say, you know, like, as a player who has access to the entire roster, several of them with good constellations, I struggled with the Spiral Abyss until I realized that I needed to start paying attention to some of the 4-star support characters that you know, even free-to-play players have and you know, it's making their lives easier. They're established aspects of the meta, and you know, no matter what we think about, you know, some of MiHoYo's practices, they did make the Spiral Abyss accomplishable with free-to-play characters. And there are people who 36-star with free-to-play accounts, so like, it's definitely a thing that's doable. All right, so we got through that. No big deal. I'm gonna want to take a look at all these artifacts that I picked up, see if I got anything that's even kind of remotely useful, but probably not, because I usually don't. Let's see. This one. That's garbage. That's super garbage. Physical damage bonus isn't too bad. It only has crit rate. It doesn't have both crit rate and crit damage. I do believe that's... I don't think it actually could have been this one. That one's... eh. These both have only crit rate. And then I do think I got one helmet while we're in here. Healing, of course. This is like the typical artifact, right? Like a healing bonus circlet that has both crit rate and crit damage, which is like one of the most obnoxious things ever. Speaking of like what would normally be kind of obnoxious artifacts, I'm gonna take a look at, like looking at my Zhongli. I've got some pretty good pieces on him. I have a really interesting this one rolled out pretty nice. I was pretty pleased about that. But this HP Sands is completely ridiculous. Like, ordinarily you wouldn't really be excited about an HP Sands that has crit rate and crit damage. But I realized, hey, this one could be an off piece for, for Zhongli. And, so I ended up, starting to work on Tenacity and the Millilith. And yeah, I still need to replace this piece with an HP piece. I haven't been able to get a good one. But 30% crit damage and 7% crit rate, like, come on. That's an easy sell any day of the week. And it definitely has made him a little bit punchier with regards to providing strong shields and stronger burst damage. I'd like his HP to come up a bit, but it only, even with that piece replaced with an HP piece, it only bounces him to like, I don't know, like 34k or something, because he's using the Skyward Spine as opposed to like an HP weapon for energy recharge, and it's not even really that necessary. Like what I want is Vortex Vanquisher, but they have not rerun that weapon yet. One of these days they will. But one of these days, I may replace it with, something, that might be a little bit different. But I don't know. I don't really see a need to swap it to any of these, because this weapon is just, it's good. It increases his crit rate. His normal attack speed goes up. Like, yeah, I don't do a lot of normals with him anymore, but the 8% crit rate on that alone is pretty nice. So I haven't really seen a big need to change that. So right now I'm just kind of leaving him there. Crit rate's kind of at 44.5, but his weapon does add it by 8. So what is that, 52 instead, which is not bad. It's stable enough to where I'm not dissatisfied with it. Crit damage at almost 190. I'll take that. And energy recharge on a character whose burst is only 40 anyways doesn't really matter. But yeah, 143.9. I'm not dissatisfied with that either. In addition to rebuilding him, I did also start rebuilding my Albedo as well. He is still using 4-piece Archaic Petra for now. I don't necessarily think that maybe 4-piece Archaic is the best way to run this character. There could be other ways to do it too. I think 2-2 is also really compelling because that will, help give you some damage overall from the character. But this is not necessarily bad, and it makes him into a buffer for everybody else with that 35% bonus damage. And, you're probably going to pull up some particles on him when you use his burst or try to gain his blossom damage. So that's pretty nice. Defense is what that scales off anyways, and he has 2,000 defense, which is absolutely ridiculous. His crit rate is at 61%, but his crit damage really is a modest 61. That's something I would like to change, or 91 rather. I would like to change that. I'd like to see it go up. Really, the problem with that is that I have a crit rate Petra helmet, whereas, I'd really prefer it to be crit damage. But really, his other pieces are only so-so in that I don't feel like I can change them. Like, these didn't really level up much here. This doesn't even have crit rate or crit damage. I just had to use it because I didn't have a choice. And this one does have both, but it's also an off piece. So it'll work for now. Like I said, I rebuilt my Ganyu recently. I swapped her to Wanderer's Troop, and I have seen some crazy damage from this character. In fact, now that I'm done with the Spiral Abyss, I've realized that, this team here that I have my Shogun in is just like, it's just kind of like a nasty team for damage application in general, but you can pretty much drop any DPS you want into it because of all the buffs that you get, and it will be like just ridiculous. Like, I'll show you what I mean. And, the ridiculous thing is you don't even really have to get close to some of these enemies, and you'll do ridiculous damage, because you can just, create a buff field and then just go melt them. You know what? Let's go up here instead. There's a ton of samurai enemies up here. I'll use these. Oh, Music's... I didn't show my Albedo's weapon. He's using... Festering Desire, which was an old event weapon, which increases the damage of his elemental skill and elemental skill crit rate by 12, and that's what his blossoms are. So that this weapon was released when he was released. It was kind of low-key intended to be his go-to weapon, you know, because they did not release a 5-star Geo sword at that time. And honestly, I think that that's kind of a questionable weapon for him anyways. I don't think it's bad or anything, but this weapon I really, really do like on him, and I have no problems with it. It's max refined. Hopefully one of these days they'll rerun Festering Desire for people who came into the game later. Aether, I've literally run that team, but with Diluc with Wolf's Gravestone instead. So Diluc with Wolf's Gravestone is really, really good as well. And mine does have Wolf's Gravestone, and it is Refinement 4, so it increases attack by 70%, which is pretty ridiculous. Alright, so it really doesn't matter whether I use the Luke or Xiangling with this party. They're kind of not the point. But you can get even more damage if you proc the Wolf's Gravestone, which I might try to do if I can get it. But it's you kind of only have a small window to really benefit from that. But we'll see what I can do. Let me just show you what you can just do from range here. Yeah, so 52k normals from Ganyu like this, like, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. This character does ridiculous damage with all these buffs at her disposal. It's crazy. And you can just keep on buffing her with Sara, because Sara's buff doesn't wait as long to come back as Bennett's does. So, you know, because this is tied to a burst, and hers is just on the E, so it just works nicely. Obviously, Wolf's Gravestone will do even better. She's at 2566 attack, which is solid enough. Honestly, her crit rate is horrible right now. She used to use Blizzard Strayer. I'm trying to rebuild, or to, you know, kind of min-max that a little bit more. I'm not worried about her energy recharge at all, because I don't really care about her burst that much. 250% crit damage. So she's not critting as much as I would like. I could use 2 cryo characters in the party to kind of balance that out a little bit. But still, this works so well because of all the extra damage that she gets. Let me... Wasn't there... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure one spawns over here. It's my lucky day. Let me get Bennett's burst back again. Alright, this guy is going to light up my Wolf's Gravestone. Let's go, come on. I'm just curious to see what Ganyu's attack will be. 4805. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see. Hopefully I'll get a crit. I did not. But that's a non-crit 33,000 damage normal, like, or charged attack rather. Like, that's pretty good. Like, I'll take it. Like, that's not bad damage on any character, really. And really, even just with Sara's buff, she's plenty good. 46k just from Sara's buff. Like, it just two-shot that samurai. Like, you really don't need to go super crazy with it, because it just works on its own. Alright, let me see if I can get Bennett's burst back up here really quick before I go. Oh, I wasted that. I did not mean to do that. Alright, well, whatever. He died from the reaction of Sara's little pop with the flower. Okay, well, I'll just beat this guy up again this way, and then I'll take the full team over there to that one. 14k, that was definitely a non-crit. 46k, 3 shots on that guy. Like, he's, you know, like the named one, so he's a little bit thicker than the other ones. And, you know, like, even unbuffed, like, she's not bad. I totally whiffed that one because I got stuck on that rock. Let's go. 12k. Like, I think it'll end up, if she crits, yeah, 22k, like 20k. Like, those are, like, you know, solid, you know, even in the absence of anything extra on top. Let me go up here. I'll do the enemies up here first. What constellation is my Sara? She is C6. Seeing your Ganyu makes me wonder if I should pull on 2.2 or wait for a rerun. Yeah, she's really good. She's just a character who was always really effective, and you know, like they very surprisingly have not been rerunning her. But you know, Ganyu isn't, you know, the only powerful character in the game. You know, there's also characters like Hu Tao that are insanely good. And honestly, like I could put Hu Tao in this party and it would be, you know, really crazy as well. Let's see. Back to Ganyu. This guy. Get out of here. Oh, that's not even the character I thought I was on. Alright. Just totally wasted my buff. That's fine. Oh, got a melt. I'll take it. 40k. That was just Sara and a headshot, so that works for me. Alright, so now we got just this group over here. And I'm honestly kind of wondering if I can just, like, kill that whole group remotely without going over there. So let's see if I can just do a Bennett and Sara buff and then just kill them from here. Oh, I totally bounced myself out of that by using the wrong skill. Oh, I missed. That is kind of an... Oh, my God. They all got so much damage. I didn't hit the main one yet, but everybody else died instantly. We go ahead and... Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. There we go. I took a Sara buff at least. So that'll... Yeah, 46k on that one. Like, Ganyu's so damn good. Like, this character is just... It's really good. She is pretty well built overall. You know, her crit rate's not great, but the only thing that really matters on her is her main attack, which I do have crowned at 10. And that's what you really want to do to get her, you know, to kind of her optimal position. Now, for those of you who are considering rolling on the Hu Tao banner, if you do not have her, or if you started playing after she came into the game, I do also have her built out pretty well. And I'll show you what I've got going on with her. Now, keeping in mind, most of my 5-star characters, have the 5-star banner weapon as well. My Zhongli does not have it. My Albedo doesn't have it. Like, they don't really even need them. They're support characters. But DPS characters, usually I'm more compelled to do that. Basic attack, 889. This is a triple, triple pyro. I don't even really need that. But I'll leave it. Why not? Anyways, talents are 6, 13, and 5. Again, this is like, her E is really all that matters. Yeah, I do want to level up her elemental burst at some point, but, you know, a little bit more. Even her normals would be nice, but her E is really all that matters. So that's what I focused on there, and it does make for crazy damage. So... What's the best free-to-play weapon for Hu Tao? I'm looking at my weapons, and I got no good 4-star like Dragon's Bane or something like that. So, you know, Hu Tao gets some interesting buffs based on her HP. So, you know, if you can, you know, like there's some argument to be made for, you know, like HP type bonuses on your artifacts, but with weapons, you want crit rate or crit damage if you can get it. Elemental Mastery really won't do anything for you. Physical bonus damage is a no-go. Let's see. I think the Lithic Spear might be okay with attack. It's gonna kind of be one of your better kind of sub opportunities. Honestly, I have not played Ganyu or with her with free-to-play account, but probably I would use Deathmatch or the other Battle Pass weapons. If you have those, I know some free-to-play players don't have those, but because these have crit rate, I would go with that. Or the ones you can get from the shop over here. What is it? These weapons, what is it? Royal Spear. These have crit rate, or not crit rate, but they have crit rate in their bonus, which scales up the higher you refine them, which can be pretty nice. I used that for a long time. It stacks up to 5, which means that's actually what, a 40% increase at max stats as opposed to just that, but it does reset when it crits. But it just means each hit that you don't crit is more likely to crit the next time. And I want to say the other ones that aren't royal are crit damage, I think. I don't remember their name right now, but I actually haven't bought any of those. Maybe I do have one of them. Crescent. HP for Hu Tao, yes. So... And then there's other weapons that you can use on her as well in the 5-star category. But like if you have Staff of Homo or if you want to get it, it is a weapon that is worth having for her. I don't know if they're going to rerun the weapon or not. I'd be kind of surprised if they don't. I haven't looked at what they have going on with that, and I don't follow leaks. Just like it says at the top of the screen up there, that is not something that I follow. So yeah, I don't know. I know the banners because they announced them, but I honestly don't remember the weapons. All right, so let me show Hotel over here. Blackcliff better than Royal is a scam. No, Blackcliff's way better. Okay, interesting. I mean, I like the Royal weapons. I don't really have a problem with the Royal weapons on a personal level. But if the Blackcliff weapons are better, then awesome. Honestly, I like I said, I don't really have any of them. I might have like the mage weapon. I don't remember for sure, but I think I might have the mage weapon. All right. Oh, come on, man. He made me not get the Sara buff. Oh, God. Why? Why? What's happening? All right. He dodged out of it immediately. I mean, her damage is, coming up pretty high, but it could be higher if I were in the Bennett, circle at the time. That kind of was a suboptimal interaction. These enemies are kind of bad for that. You end up out of them really fast, which is kind of irritating. I think I killed everything up here already. Let's see. Where's another good spot? Oh, there's tons of good enemies to kill down here. Let me go down over here. I haven't fought any of these in a couple days. All right, let's see. I don't know if anybody's ever really paid attention to how high up this is and really how long it takes you to fall. I feel like you can have a conversation while jumping down from there. All right, so again, well, one of the other things, Hu Tao does better damage when she is low health, and mine had pretty much full health at the time too, so... Oh, I blew that. I'm still blowing it. Come on. Oh, God, they wouldn't let me swap so that I could get the particles. It's really annoying. Oh, I keep just whiffing everything. I'm trying to just build particles on Bennett, but they keep, like, smacking me around. All right, there we go. Oh, I totally did that out of order. Fine, whatever. You know what? Here, have a Sara burst. I don't like you. You guys are so annoying. This is like the worst interaction ever. Oh, God. And of course, the characters that I have at low HP are not the characters I even want at low HP right now. Like, this is the worst. I'm gonna keep my Bennett burst right now. You know what? Just die, dude. I don't think I've shown what my stats are for my Hotel, at least crit rate and all that stuff yet. I should do that too. For her, what I have is 67.6% crit rate, 201% crit damage, and her burst is kind of secondary, so I really wasn't worried about energy recharge at all. Anyways, it's nice to be able to pick that up, but because she scales on HP, I have 32.4k HP, which is really nice as well. I'm gonna swap Diluc back for Xiangling just because these enemies are kind of annoying and I'd rather have her burst than his. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's try this again and we'll wait for them to all wake up this time. All right. I mean, her health is still, above average right now, which is not where you want it to be. Okay, oh, that one just fell off a cliff. You got to get her below 50 to really get her hitting correctly. And the one problem about, Bennett is that he also heals you while you're in there. So you really only get that damage window briefly. So it will work, but the character is still just fine even as is. And, being able to pick up the chili peppers from Goba for Hu Tao is also very nice. But let me, because this one will definitely set her below, let's do it this way. There we go. Yeah, 25k crits on that. Oh, hey, cool. I'm gonna die if I let that happen. Let's teleport somewhere that's not right there and go over here. That was close. All right. Okay. I don't use Hu Tao that much because I'm not really traditionally a big fan of Berserker style gameplay. But you know, it's not the worst thing, and like the character itself is actually really, really, really good. And I actually, you know, like a lot of people have been kind of critical of like her kind of quirky personality, but like I think it's funny. Okay, let's go. Got the HP in the range I want it to be in already. Buff. Yeah. Yeah, those two died basically instantly. So yeah, that's kind of a better example of where, you know, what her damage can do if you're in the in the ideal range. And you know, because like Bennett's not great for that combination, right? Like I was saying, Bennett kind of sucks for that, right? So I could go to party if it will let me, unless that guy attacks me. He didn't. Good. What I could do, because I've actually got
Let's move out.
Pyro Resonance already, because I don't need Bennett. I can put Kokomi on. And here's the reason why Kokomi will be good. Because if you're building Kokomi, you should be using Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. You don't even have to level this weapon. I did. A little. This character is not leveled up properly right now at all. But you can see Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayer, easy weapon to get max refinement. It will increase the next character who takes the field after her for 10 seconds by 48%. That's so much extra damage. It's not quite like, you know, a Bennett burst, although if you have a team where you can stack that on top, it gets kind of crazy. So there's a thought. You could like have like 3 supports for your favorite damage dealer and just stack it easily. Like you could go Bennett, Sara, quickly swap to Kokomi, then to your main character. Like honestly, I kind of want to try that now just to see. But honestly, it probably will be slightly less damage than like Wolf's Gravestone damage, because like my Wolf's Gravestone has 70%, and I've managed to get really strong hits off on that. So it would be kind of somewhere in that same range. And like I said, I've seen upwards of 5,600 damage fully buffed on, or 500 or 5,600 attack on my Shogun fully buffed. Nope. Let's not do that. This is gonna do nothing. I want to get a little bit of health here really quick for my Hu Tao. This is an unbuffed kill on this thing, just because he's here and I want him to be gone. But I really didn't even have to try very hard to kill that. This is a really modest heal. My Kokomi is so not built. I really do need to get into building her. All right, so what I'm gonna do this time, I need to. You have to go Sara to Hu Tao, back to Kokomi, back to Hu Tao. That's gonna waste a lot of the Sara buff, though. We'll see, because it only lasts 6 seconds. I wish they would give us a buff on the duration of that. All right, let's see. 27k crits on that. That's 24, 25. Yeah, I mean, those are solid. That thing died really fast. Like, it's really hard to complain about that kind of damage. Hu Tao's a character, like I said, she's a berserker playstyle, so, you know, it's not necessarily for everybody, but it's definitely solid. Oh, God, this is so bad. I gotta build my my Kokomi. Her heals scale so good, but like mine is just not built, so she is objectively terrible right now. So yeah, you can get really, really, really good returns from these characters. Again, you wait, then to Kokomi, back to Hu Tao, spawn it, and melt them. Like, a lot of these enemies will just get one-shotted. Now, Sara's buff only lasts for the 6 seconds, like I said. But, you know, she can be used to buff everybody. You don't have to just buff characters like Raiden Shogun with it, but you can buff everybody, which is really, really nice. So, you know, one of the other aspects of, you know, like what I was just talking about with possibly using Kokomi just to like buff Shogun, just to see what it will do. Something that occurs to me is if I were to make that change, wouldn't have Pyro Resonance. So, but you could do it, but I think it will be suboptimal to just having, you know, Bennett in your team for that. You know, Bennett really works nicely for most of these characters anyways, so it's just kind of an ideal situation. You know, this gives Pyro Resonance, which is a nice increase to stats across the board. Let me take a look at what the actual benefit is, because that actually might be better, but let me take a look. Let's see. It's Okay, 25%. So technically it would be better. It's just less prevalent. So you'd be, you know, restricting all of your bonus damage into a period of time as opposed to just having it always be there and being higher. But it's still something that could be done. So let's see if I can actually let's see how high the attack will actually be if I put Kokomi in with Thrilling Tales and see what it'll change to. So now her base attack will be 2752. So let me see. I got to think about the order of this. It would have to be Bennett to Sara to Shogun, then back to Kokomi, Shogun again. I'm gonna do this while I'm on this enemy just so that I don't waste the options here. All right, to Sara, Shogun, Kokomi, Shogun again. All right, 4786. This is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I feel like I've gotten more consistently high numbers on other characters with other situations. That thing just died instantly. But I mean, it wasn't bad. That was a pretty optimal add-on. Now, what I could also do, because the 5600K that I've seen was with food. So I could use an Adeptus Temptation to add a little bit more attack on top. So now I'm 3204 by base. So let's see what this will do with this guy down here. You know what? I'll just go ahead and start it now. Sara, back to Shogun. Kokomi, Shogun again. Check. 5158. So, yeah, I can't get it to the 5600 that I would get with Pyro Resonance triggered by Bennett and Diluc with Wolf's Gravestone, but it's still pretty good. I think this is probably more replicatable because Wolf's Gravestone requires you to have that enemy down at like 30% just to trigger. Or maybe it's not quite that low. Hold on, let me double check. I don't remember exactly what it is. Maybe it is 30%. Oh, 30. No, that's... Let's see. HP of all party members attacked by 70. Yeah, it is 30% though. Okay, so I was right. Let's just go ahead and hit him with this, huh? Ow. All right, dude, you gotta go. Bye. All right, so let me swap my party. You know, I mean, it's definitely a reliable way to attain those numbers, which is definitely not a bad thing. You get the electro charged. So your electricity, like, say for instance, when you swap to Kokomi, you throw down your E, you're going to start getting those bounce around damages, which is also nice. I'm going to try something. I'm going to leave this party active for a moment. I want to see something also. Do I have enough materials to level her a little bit? It's been a little while since I've even tried to level her. And she's a character I've been meaning to level up as well. But I'm putting most of my efforts on leveling Aloy. I could craft those and get her to 50. I don't think it's that necessary right now, but she'll be a little bit more effective at this point. Not traditionally super effective, but, you know, better than she was, at least not quite as cannon foddery. Let's go over here. So let's see. Like I said, the highest that I've seen with the buffs that I have is 5600. That's using Wolf's Gravestone. But this could be triggered at full health. So you're not going to have everybody, you know, at a... you're not going to have the enemy at a low HP in order to trigger it, which is nice. Just throw this down too while I'm at it. Trying not to waste the elemental burst, but rather charge some of them. Oh, come on. Oh, I dodged out of that. That was unwise. You know what? Just... Ugh. So if you're doing any normal attacking with Shogun, she's really good if you just, like, spam her charged attack. It's actually pretty intuitive. Unlike characters like Kaching, who, like, get pushed backwards by it, which is really frustrating. Alright, so now I got some burst charged. I'm going to go over to the spot with all of the Guardians over here, and I want to see... kind of how much damage I can throw. I don't have a lot of resolve stacks right now. Actually, maybe let me charge up the resolve stacks on the enemies over here. Warpaint Unicorns. Yeah, I have Homa going for R5. She is triple crowned, has 288 EM and 34k health currently. Yeah, it's pretty solid stats. Waiting for Staff of Toma or Sacrificial Polearm in the future for Toma, please. Yeah, I'm actually excited for Toma. I think that character is going to be pretty cool to have. Also, another thing to keep an eye open for is that I have kind of a plan on, like, so as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'll be doing Origins or Archon Origins A next as my main video, although I'll probably have details you may have missed or things you may have missed soon for 2.2. But I will be putting up a poll. I can just go ahead and tell you guys what that poll will be about, though, which is, what character you guys would rather see as an Origins next. And I'm kind of tied between doing Origins, after Shogun, whether or not it will be Tartaglia, Child, or Toma. So whichever one of you, what do you guys think? Toma or Tartaglia next? Because I'm curious to know which characters you guys like more. I've almost got Max Resolve. It didn't really charge up quite as much as I thought it would. I might have wanted to bounce around a couple more elemental skills first. Alright. That also didn't quite do it. Let's go get the hilly trolls that are inside that little area up there. Toma is Staff of Iyaka, technically. And 19 beans. Ooh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, I think both of those characters are really interesting. Now, Toma's the newer character that people know less about, but I do feel like there's a lot of people who don't really understand Child's character that well as, like his personality. And his story is really interesting, so... And he's coming back into, the main story very soon, which is one of the reasons why I'm considering doing it. Oh my god. Poor Kokomi. She's so low level right now. She just got absolutely obliterated by that. Those canisters exploding. I'm not getting very much... It's because I'm not using elemental bursts. I've been trying, way too hard to just hold on to them, and I just need to go ahead and use them. Because it will charge this way, way faster. Go over here. Toma would be cool. Looks like, okay, the few people who are speaking up are saying Toma. I don't want to use this burst right now. I need to make sure I hold on to that. Alright, it's fine. You can die. Don't have very much stamina right now. Ow. Alright, well, that'll be fine. And I should have max resolve now. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Let me get rid of this hilly troll over here so that he is not shooting at me anymore. Stop it. Alright, dude. Get out of here. Alright, one of these days I'm gonna, triple crown Shogun, but it's been an interesting process trying to get her triple crown when, you can only get Signora kills once a week. And you only get so many items. And even, if you get the wrong ones, you can use the dream solvents to kind of fix that, but still, you're still limited anyways. And I'm trying to, max out Sara's buff, which I think is more important than, triple crowning Shogun, because Sara will buff everybody. And I need to max out Tengu Stormcall. That's pretty important, I think. It's nice to see a male character on a banner finally. Yeah, I mean, it's been a little while. But I mean, if you go back to when the game first launched, it seemed like every character in the banners were male. Like, we had Venti, male, and then Klee, female, and then Albedo, male, Zhongli, male. Actually, it was the other way around. I think it was Zhongli, then Albedo, male, and then I think we got Ganyu, and then we got Zhao. So it was like mostly male characters for a while. Tartaglia, he's a child soldier at the 14 series, screwed up from the Abyss. Yeah, he's had an interesting past for a while. Also, Toma, I get a feeling he was orphaned. It's very possible. I mean, because, everybody in Mondstadt's friggin' orphaned. That's just kind of how it works there. All right, let me save a little bit of stamina here. So really the trick to, trying to start this battle is to make sure that you don't just run into it and let them shoot you in the back. Usually what I try to do is, you know, weak point strike them as much as possible right at the beginning so that they can't do anything squirrely to me. And then you can kind of let them draw in a little bit. And while they're, you know, sitting there being in a weakened state, you can kind of let them get a little bit closer without having to worry about taking so much extra damage. The one behind me is, I think he's just starting to get up now. So let's get Bennett buff, Sara buff. Oh, I did that out of order. It's fine, whatever. I'm going to need to step back into that. Whatever, fine, just go. Ah, well, I killed 2 of them before Shogun got killed by the spin. Let me just, it's fine. Most of them are dead. And then Sara, Shogun. Oh my god, they're doing it to me again. They keep spinning right as I get the buffs going, which is possibly like the most annoying thing in the world. That is so annoying. This usually doesn't go this poorly. Although usually I do have my Xiangling burst in the middle of that. Oh, I tried to swap to Shogun and I couldn't. Because, you know, rip. Let me just see if I can pick up a little bit of healing from this. Even though it's bad, it's too bad. I can't. Alright, well fine. I can finish it off with Bennett and Sara. They're capable enough. Not too worried about it. Especially her burst is usually pretty decent. Alright, so, you know, that goes better if you don't get stuck in the spin. I was really hoping that the one that was spinning was going to die, but it didn't. Which makes me think that it didn't crit, which is the, you know, the downside of my Shogun only having a 40% crit rate, but it wasn't too bad. All right. I definitely think that, you know, while that's, you know, stable enough, what is it, 48%, I think? 48%, yeah. So you're picking up another 23% over having Pyro Resonance, but there's something to be said for not having to go through quite as intense a buff cycle, you know, as all that. But like I said, the most powerful way I've seen of bringing that all together is with Diluc instead. Now it's a you know, like I said, it's a little bit harder to bring it together because you have to cycle so many things. But I can definitely try. I got to get the burst back up for Bennett as well, but that shouldn't be too hard. I can go back over, let's see, back here, because I didn't finish killing everything over there anyway. Mondstadt, City of No Parents. Yeah. I mean, it's already, you know, City of Freedom, City of Wine. What is it? City of Dandelions. There's a bunch of different names for it. So, City of No Parents makes sense as much as any of the other ones. Okay. These guys over here, I think, will be fine. Use that flight speed buff. Does anybody else love the flight speed buff from the reputation system in Inazuma? It's one of my favorite items that they've ever added to the game. It's just amazing. It's so nice to have. Surprise. Well, I got that going. Wolf's Gravestone already procced. All right, so 5602. So you can see that's the number that I was telling you about. Like, under the best circumstances, I've been able to hit 5602, and that's with Bennett only at level 12 and Sara only at level 10 out of the 13 because she's C6. So I could see this getting to like 58, maybe even 6,000, depending on the circumstances. We'll see. But, you know, like, it definitely results in some pretty crazy damage overall. This one ended up not being ideal because he was outside of the field. But you know what? Doesn't matter. He'll die fast enough. Yeah. I'll take that. Like, he got pretty much blasted through his shield because, you know, Shogun pretty much ruins everybody. So, you know, who cares? Shogun is really good at deleting Fatui enemies. I don't know. Again, you know, it really depends on what you're using your Shogun for. A lot of people use her as a support kind of situation, and I just don't like that use for her. It's just like Mona. People who use Mona as a support with Noblesse Oblige, it just doesn't make sense to me. She's much better as an attacker. You know, there are other characters you can use to provide those support options, and I really feel strongly that you should be using it on them and not Mona. Like, you're underselling your Mona if you're using her for that purpose. Oh, I stepped out of the circle. I should not have done that. That was a mistake. Now, the one thing I will say, because I generally use Shogun as a attacker, one of the things that I do have a problem remembering to do is utilizing her support function when, you know, I am using the other characters. E almost always should be used before you swap, so that that damage is applying every time you're on the other characters. Yeah, I do have the Adeptus Temptation up as well. It gets to like 53, 52, 53 without it. Let's just go ahead and throw this down. This. Nope. Bye. They just both got one-shotted. I don't even need to follow up. They're just both... He's just going to stand there forever. I killed him like in one shot, and even he was surprised about it, so he just stood there like, what just happened? Am I dead? I don't even know. Yeah, no, you're dead. You're gone. But yeah, so you can kind of see why I use, like, my Shogun team is just, it's so much fun. You know, one of the other teams that I really, I used a lot in the past that I still like is my old Mona Vaporize comp, but I think I would change that nowadays because I have Bennett, which, you know, that's a character I actually haven't done a lot of testing on since I built this party. And I think that Mona would also be a compelling choice to use in this exact same team comp, minus Shogun, just because they're all just going to be buffing her. Now, obviously, you're not going to be getting, like freeze and all that stuff. 2682 attack. Her stats are pretty solid. 58.2% crit rate. That's with Adeptus Temptation food. 158 crit damage. 157% energy recharge. She is using Heart of Depth. That's the set I prefer on her. You can use Emblem of Severed Fate, but that's kind of more of a support build. As well. It's just not ideal to me. You do want to make sure you follow up you want to make sure you follow up all the abilities in the right order for Vaporize. Pyro first, Hydro afterwards. I don't really think Diluc is the best choice here, though, even though Wolf's Gravestone is really nice. I think a better way to keep this going will be Xiangling, because just because of the Pyronado reigniting Pyro that my Mona can keep vaporizing. So let me go back to this, and I will go up here. Secret World quest in Inazuma. A samurai committed implied suicide after you clear out the Ronin around him. Rip. Yeah, that one was kind of a bummer. Oh, that did not go where it was supposed to go at all. That lure, like, dropped, like, several feet away from where it was supposed to, which is super annoying. All right, whatever. Not that big a deal. So I got to make sure I do this in the right order. Bennett, Sara, Mona, Sara again. Oh, come on. I did this out of order already anyways. All right, there we go. So I'm not going to get the maximum benefit of this because I already screwed myself on that. But yeah, the 40k charge damage was pretty solid. I definitely can't complain about that. That boss died really fast, and that wasn't even, like, with Bennett's buff still up. That was already down. So now I'm just curious to see what that'll actually hit with it still on. Those enemies down there will just die fast. Let's just see what a basic Vaporize is going to do. A basic charged Vaporize. You always want to throw down that lure first, just so that the Heart of Depth will actually get its benefit. I'm not able to do what I want to do right now because they're all sitting up on top of these pillars because of that irritating little asshat. Okay, let's go. So this is not an ideal showing here. The Heliotros just suck to test damage on. They die instantly. I think that guy's going to be a little annoying, but I'll get to... Because they roll around so much. Well, let me get some stamina back. So he's just going to stay over there? I don't know even what he's doing. All right, here we go. No. He walked over to the lure. So he kind of ruined my Vaporize option by walking straight over to the lure. I mean, that's what you want, though, right? You want him to go over there. Okay, you're kind of pissing me off. Just be more dead, dude. Alright, I need to fight an enemy that's not going to be quite as annoying. What I'd like to do is go ahead and set up a Mona Vaporize Burst, because those are one of the better options, or better damage examples. So let's see if I can pull off one of those. And I want to be in the Bennett circle for max effectiveness on that. So let's go check that out. Either says that's a clip. I don't even know what that was about. All right, let's go. We're getting stuck on stuff. That's one of the other things I'd love for them to fix is, you know, they actually do physically put the character underground for that, you know, for her sprint, which causes you to get stuck on terrain all the time. Really what they should do is just, you know, leave the character, maybe just like make it appear as if it went underground, but keep the character above ground and just invisible or something so that you don't get stuck on terrain. I feel like, you know, while actually making the character dip underground is the intuitive, you know, like, because that's what you see on screen, being like the intuitive option for coding it. Like, I feel like in implementation, because you get stuck on terrain, it's not the actual best implementation. So I would love it if they would actually, you know, undo that. That would be amazing. I just burn this guy down. Oh, come on. This guy charges out and just hits me in the face right away. Alright, well, he's gone. Alright, let's go up here now. Oh, I lost the Adeptus Temptation. I want to actually... I want to put that back on. I can cook more later. It's not a big deal. Alright, let's try this again. I want to see if I can get this. This is going to be... I got to think about the order of this, because I'm trying to figure out... Like, I could easy enough buff my Mona's damage, but I'm trying to figure out the order in which I would need to do it to make sure that my Mona gets all of the buffs for a maximum damage application. I feel like I would need the Sara Orb to be thrown kind of far away. I think I know how I need to do this, though. All right, let's go. Let me just weaken him first. Oh, I shot over his head. Come on, dude. Pay attention to me. I'm trying to kill you. Alright, I don't want that overload on him. Let's get rid of that. Alright, Bennett Burst. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, wait, no, he was still... Oh, I need that, this. Alright, that should be a max cycle. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that wasn't even that good. 126k was kind of meh. That means that didn't crit. That sucks. Alright, well, we're going to try it again, but I need to get Mona's Burst back up before I do that. Where's some enemies I can use to get that back? Because her crit damage is pretty good. So I would expect it to be a good deal better. Mona gets hit still underground. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even, like, you know, you can't assume that, you know, it would be... you know, free permanent dodge, you know, the whole time. Like, I'm not really concerned about that aspect of it. I'm more just like, you know, the getting stuck on terrain part's kind of annoying. It's not that big of a deal unless you're just like using it for travel, but you know, you know, it kind of makes you just wish you were on a character that would normal dash when you get stuck on stuff. All right, there should be another Guardian over here that I can try that on again. Let's see. Turn her into a mist, a floating mist. That could be interesting as well. I mean, most people use her for either freeze or vaporize comp, so vaporize would be intuitive to that. I'm gonna get to Sara here, because I'm going to need to weak strike him first so he can't move and ruin everything. Alright, sit down, dude. Alright, got rid of that. Oh, he's sitting in grass. This is going to make this really weird. I feel like this is not going to work. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3. No, 135. I'm not getting the crits. It keeps not critting. It's so annoying. But I mean, you could, let's see. It would be an extra, what is it? I could actually kind of like get a rough estimate of like what it would actually be, because it's 158. So it'd be a lot of extra damage on crit. I don't know. Like, I wish it would actually just crit when I do it. I've had so many good ones in the past, and then all of a sudden this is just not working in the ideal way. Now, I don't know if that one was weird because he was sitting in the frickin' grass, but that was just annoying. But I've definitely had loads of opportunities where, like, I've seen like 400 or 500k damage bursts on Mona, and then now all of a sudden I'm having like problems replicating it. Of course, I have problems with it now, and I really, really would rather not. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna kill him that way. Oh, he died anyway. Okay. Even the Sara buff is pretty nice for Mona. I wish it lasted a little longer, but 32, 34 attack there is pretty nice. You can swap back into it now. 42, 64 with that. Let me make sure I have both. Yeah, 42, 64 is the max, so I can't reach him from down here, though. I'd have to get away from him and fight something else now. Inazuma generally has better enemies for testing things on, just because they're around longer, because they're a little bit thicker. I think I've already killed most of this stuff out here, though. I think there's a few samurai over here I can try. All right. Okay. Need to get Bennett's burst back. So that's going to be first priority here. There it is. Well, that was a 99k on just that. 160 on that. I mean, like, the Omen damage is allowing me to stack up some extra high numbers too, which is nice. But, like, most of that was just, Stellaris and Mona attacks. So, like, they died really easy from mostly a point of safety, while everybody's elemental bursts came back during the fight. So it's still kind of a, regeneration on cooldown type situation again. So let's head over here. I think there's a couple more samurai back here. I've killed a lot of the samurai today, though, so there's not a whole lot of them left. All right, let's see. I thought there was... No, there's that law turtle over there, though. I could definitely use him. Let's try that. That might work nicely. All right. Why not? Throw down this jungling for all the extra burst opportunities there. Oh, he ran away immediately. Oh, hey, I got a chili pepper while I was in there. Let's see. Oh, the Bennett burst wore off. Oh, he died from the jungling circle, or from the Pyronado anyway. Just gets weird trying to test damage numbers under like completely controlled circumstances, like out in the open world. It gets so irritating sometimes, especially on a character like Mona. She's really hard to test. I think there's a lot more samurai out here too. So I'm probably going to wrap up the stream here in about 10 minutes. So if you guys had any questions that you're holding on to, now would be about the time to get them out. Genshin pre-install update is live. Oh, good to know. Yeah, we're only a couple days away from that now. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's see what just Sara... Yeah, I mean, like, 21k crit charge hits are pretty nice. I can't really complain about that. I'm just surprised that she's not critting that much. Like, come on. Like, your crit rate's definitely good enough to be critting more than that. That's so irritating. Come on. My Mona is all of a sudden having, like, crit fear. Harv's next lore video when I released one today, in case, I released a theory video today. If you haven't seen it, you should go check that out. And then the next two videos will be Archon Origins A and details you might have missed for 2.2. And then I've got a couple more theories built up, but I'm also going to be working on another Origins video as well for a character which I will probably put a poll up for on the channel this week. So we'll see. Weapon priority for Sara. I've got Black Cliff on her right now because no 5-star, but sure, not sure if there's a better option available. Garrett, it's going to be whichever 4-star bow has the highest base attack. I forget off the top of my head that is. It might be Black Cliff because, you know, Black Cliff's one of the store weapons, and I think they are naturally a little bit higher than the other 4-stars anyways, so that might be a really good option. Who is a good character to use the catch? Xiangling. Xiangling is a ridiculous character to use the catch on. If you don't have Raiden Shogun, you know, if you have Raiden Shogun and you don't have Engulfing Lightning, which is her 5-star polearm, then I would use it on Raiden Shogun. But if you don't, Xiangling. Oh my god, it's so good on her. It's ridiculous. Rev, we kill Timmy's birds, though. We will kill Timmy's birds. Don't you worry. All right, let me go over here and get to a couple more of these Shogun enemies. Sacrificial bow is 565 at 90. Well, there you go. That's actually really high for a 4-star bow. So yeah, you could definitely feasibly get away with that. All right, so that's a pretty good ordering of, but yeah, 30k charged attacks that way is seriously not bad either. Not upset with that damage. Now, Heart of Depth, you know, like the whole purpose of Heart of Depth, you're supposed to charge up your, or, you know, use your E to generate more damage. So your Mona will do better damage while her lure is on screen. If you're using her as a DPS on Heart of Depth, that's the way to do it. It's a little bit hard to beat the lure to the first Vaporize, though, which can be a little bit tricky. And there are a few different ways to get some good pyro production on the field. If you want to do it from range, you can use characters like Yanfei to do it as well. Now, one of the things that I really like about using Xiangling in this particular situation is you can, you know, set her on fire and then follow up with or, you know, use the Pyronado to keep setting everything around you out. So if you're vaporizing with Mona, you're going to get that full 2 times damage, and you're, you know, like I just crit for 30k on a charge. If you're doing that inside of a Bennett burst, you're going to just get even more damage. And if you're doing it inside a Bennett burst with a Sara buff on you, it's going to be even more. Let me see if I can set those guys on fire. Okay, some of them have fire buffs on them now. Sara buff. I want them to be on fire. Be on fire! There we go. Yeah, 58k charge attack from Mona. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that was a hell of a lot of damage. Like, 58,000 damage charge attack fully buffed. That's crazy. That's Ganyu damage. That's Ganyu damage. It's a little harder to actually set up. I'll give you that. But that's Ganyu damage. And you can do it without, you know, having to aim anything. So that's pretty nice. You know, like, that should show you some of the potential of Mona. And, you know, I would say my Mona's build is pretty good, but she does not have a crit rate or crit damage weapon. You know, Skyward Atlas is a great 5-star weapon, but it's not crit rate or crit damage. I would love to have a crit damage 5-star weapon for Mona. If they would release one of those, oh my god. Let me tell you, that would be amazing. But they just don't seem to want to do that. All right, let's get into these guys here. I want to see something. I want to use Stellaris just to open this up. And then I'm going to use a Sara burst in it. Not the best burst to use against like a Law Churl, but, you know, whatever. Get that going too. And the old Bennett burst. All right, you're done now. Yeah, Xiangling makes quick work of those guys for whatever's left of them. But she makes quick work of so many things. And she's really good for the Spiral Abyss, guys. If you don't have your Xiangling leveled up, now that you have the catch, what are you waiting for? She's really good. What's my favorite character in lore? Eula. For sure, it's Eula. Although, there's an argument to be made for deep lore characters, at which point probably Guizhong. What's my favorite? Okay, let's see. Also, TH, don't forget the phase at the end of each live stream. Oh, I know what you're talking about there, bud. All right. So, anyways, let me go ahead and get in position for this. Lost Prayer is crit rate. That's true. But I would prefer crit damage. I definitely prefer crit damage to crit rate in most situations. What's my favorite event? You know, I'm not. You know, back, some months ago now, I would have said Theater Mechanicus, but the newest Theater Mechanicus was bad. Like, they ruined that event. It was so weird, the most recent one, that I wasn't really sure what to make of it, and I really didn't enjoy it at all.
What are my orders?
So I'm kind of more like, maybe I prefer maybe Wind Chase was really fun. I really did like Wind Chase. That was the whole hide and seek event. That was a really cool one. Yeah, I would have to say Wind Chase. I did really enjoy Wind Chase. Get all these extra birds. That one ain't going anywhere. Come here. He always gets stuck on that log. All right. And then for poor Timmy's birds, poor Timmy's birds. Where do you think you're going, dude? Get over here. Bye. Blet. It's just raining foul over here. There are no birds that escape. Now with Yoimiya, you don't have to worry about any birds getting away. You can pretty much snipe them all. You just quick swap and make sure that Yoimiya's charge shot gets the other one. Hey, bud. Bye. All right, let's see where that one lands. All right, I'll make sure I go get that one too. Sorry, Timmy. Hashtag not that sorry. So there goes Timmy's birds for the day. Oh, Timmy will exact massive revenge one of these days. Especially now that, I can use Yoimiya to, make sure that the birds can't get away. See if it'll track that one, maybe. Nah, that one was a little too far away by the time I realized he was there. I tried. That's a really cruel way to just, take care of all the birds. But, yeah, Timmy's birds, man. All right, so I'm going to get into, yeah, RNG hell with new Theater Mechanicus event. It wasn't even really RNG hell, Warpaint, that drove me crazy. Like, I didn't like the sticks mechanic at all. Honestly, I did find the stick mechanic to be really irritating, but what I found to be the most annoying thing about the new Theater Mechanicus was that by yourself, it was really hard, and in co-op, it was insanely easy. Like, it wasn't even a challenge in co-op. There was no challenge. It was just objectively easy mode. You went from hard because of RNG to insanely easy. Like, it was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. Anyways, yeah, let me get into... I'm going to answer one more question before I get out of here for the evening. So let's see. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good one. Borgerman asks, is the catch spear good for Zhongli? No, I wouldn't use the catch on Zhongli. It's like, everybody has Zhongling. It should be used on Zhongling or Raiden Shogun. Just one of the two of them. If you're not using it on one of the two of them, then you're using it on the wrong character. I would not use it on Zhongli. In co-op, you stand next to a friend and draw the entire time. Yeah, basically. Anyways, guys, I want to say thanks for being here on the stream tonight. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please be sure to do that on your way out. It really does help me out with the growth of the channel. I'm getting really close, guys, to 90,000 subscribers. I'm right around the corner from it right now. I am at exactly 89,500 right now. I am 500 away. For whatever reason, this screen here is not keeping up to date with it the way it should. It's behind by about 15. So, yeah, I'll be going for 90,000 really soon. I'm hoping to see that the new video will help to boost me there. My goal is to make 100,000 subscribers before the end of 2021. I have 85 days or 82 days, yeah, to do that. That should be enough time. theoretically, it should be enough time. But we'll see how that ends up working out. But I'm going to keep trying. Also, like the video if you haven't already. That also really helps out with the channel. And I also want to also reiterate, because some of you may not have been here when I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, I'm moving my stream platform to Twitch, probably starting next week. If not next week, it will be the week after. Twitch TV, or twitch.tv/Tavon Historia. The channel's already there. The sooner you subscribe, the better things will be for me, because then I can get better bitrate, which means that the video quality will be high like it is here on YouTube. YouTube allows you immediately to have that high, the high video fidelity, but it does crush, you know, because YouTube's really, you know, it's known for crushing the video, whereas Twitch is much better in the long term for that. Rev, I appreciate you, man. Thanks. Yeah, follow that link. Make sure to subscribe to me over there. That really will help me out and help me get established over there all the sooner, because I'm going to be starting over there within the next week or two. Like I said, probably next weekend I will be starting on Twitch. If I haven't, then I will be the following week. Also, be sure to stay tuned for this week. I have a unboxing video I'm going to be doing. I met an awesome artist at DragonCon this year who does some really wonderfully unique Genshin Impact art, and I'm going to be unboxing the shipment that she sent me of her art that I got at the con. And then, you know, that video will be, I'm not going to do it live, but I'll host it after the fact. And I'm going to be doing I'm working, like, she and I are going to be in a partnership to give away give away a really nice piece of her artwork with each of my Origins videos if things go well. I already have one, and it is a wonderful piece of Raiden Shogun art, or to give away with my Raiden Shogun Archon A Origins video that I'm working on. So stand by for the announcement on that. That'll be next week sometime. And thanks again for joining the stream, guys. I'll see you later this week. Have a great night. Also, eat the Paimon. Night, guys.